Well, welcome to a replay cast. I actually took this game from good old ziggittyzigg from his channel, so I'll put a link in the description for him. Put it on his camera view. He is against AHoL, Coolmart, so we're gonna see exactly what's going on. I kind of watched the game and I just kind of listened for the rest, and then I'll just figure out casting and see what's going on. Finicky with the camera, but let's see how this goes. Alright, so his gateway's about even with his opponents. He is getting gas before his opponent. No, about even. But I'm not here to watch him do any of that, just to make sure that he does see his opponent. So he's got a probe in the base or in his natural over there, so that's good for late scouting next, but he got found out. Gate going down, taking another gas. Really needs that stalker to come out. There you go. So far so good. Minus the fact he's mining 2 gas the entire time. Yep, there he goes with third gas. So I'm here in the shadows. Okay. It's fine if the robo's there, just don't put a gateway in front of it. That's probably. Here's the pauses. There they go. And he's got his mothership core. Getting his first immortal. So he's basically got 2 gateways. He should have 3 gateways. It's kind of a mistake for him not to have more than at least 3 gate robo. So he is stuck on 2 gateways at the moment, yeah. And he doesn't see that. That's kind of funny. He put an observer there and he didn't see the movement. So let's slow it down and back it up a little bit. So as we come to this, here, there goes his observer. Now he's not going to be watching the mini-map, so right there he would have saw all this and would have been ready for it. Actually, he really should have been ready for it. Yeah, he would have been ready for that. And then here comes the stalkers. So really, he actually could have preemptively protected himself. I'm not sure why he pulled probes. Let's go back. He's attacking. Now he pulled probes. Really didn't need to. And then they're kind of just chilling there. You could have just hit him on the next mineral line. And now he's actually not mining at all. So this entire tactic just delayed a lot of his mining. So he didn't have to pull probes because the stalkers didn't even make it into his mineral line. So slightly confused on that one. No gold. See, his observer did see that, so now he's got to go. And again, he's been on 2 gateways this whole time. It's not good. Now he's not mining any gas. He's on 1 gas, so that doesn't help him. He really needs to get his gas back up. So now he's really behind. But look at the income tab. He's mining more, but he doesn't have. He's mining more minerals than gas. Looks like he's kind of frantic on what to be doing. Because he's literally not mining a lot of gas for quite a while. There he goes. Now he's mining gas. He needs to take 2 more gas geysers. He's ahead in the probe count, so that's good. I'd like to see a couple more gateways be dropped down. And then a few more warpins behind that. So that's why his army is not. It's pretty small. So the army's. Whoops. I have to see. His army supply is 76. He's got a bigger army. Well, let's see. Control A. Yeah, he's definitely got a bigger army. And he's actually inside his opponent's base. I'm not sure what he's. He would have seen this if he actually kept his an eye on his observer. Actually, the minimap tells you, especially if it's a glowing light like this. So he would have seen that. He would have been prepared for that. He needs to take this gas. Again, he's kind of missing a lot of key information, and a lot of that's just from the observer, not him following his observer. He doesn't have to follow; he just got to pay attention to the map. So he is pretty good on the supply. He needs to drop a few more pylons. As long as he's getting an upgrade, he should be okay. He's doing this attack. Okay. Again, he's got an observer on that base. He really needs to make sure that that he's always keep tabs on what lighted areas are on the map. Actually, the longer he delays this attack, the bigger his opponent's army actually gets. And he sees the cost side. He would have been more prepared 3 or 4 minutes ago when he saw the robotics bay down. And then this, I think, is not a great engagement for him. His opponent force fields the ramp. His zealots can't do anything. His opponent's not blink microing back, so that is giving him the edge. He's not warping in, which is the only other thing that's killing his army. So then here he comes with the warpin. Select them, have them already moving to the base, even if they're not even on aim. And the one thing I probably would have done versus what he did, because if we go back, take it off his view, because we're actually trying to see exactly what he's seeing, so you have a better idea of what he's looking at. So, okay, he's got this base. If he took his army and sniped this nexus, it would have put his opponent way behind. The fact that he's actually trying to counter his opponent, yeah. If he attacked this, not even killing probes, because he actually killed a bunch of probes. Killed 9 probes, so not too bad. And if we look at the upgrades, 1-1 versus 1. And And his forge is not on a hotkey, so. Yeah. So now he's lost his army. Good chunk of it. His warping's been delayed. What's his zealots right here? Really, that attack failed. You just head back and then build. Let's see how much movement this immortal's gotta make to get through his Sim City. Now, that's a weird place to put this, by the way. Watching this immortal come out. So it's gotta go. Not too bad. Thought there wasn't a gap there, but there is. This could be possibly over here. And then he's got one less mining probe. He needs to drop about 4 gateways.
Defense systems failing.
Not sure why he's staying over here. He's actually behind in army value, and he doesn't have Colossus to battle his Colossus, and he's an upgrade behind. Yeah, that was a big mistake, having his army sit there. He could have had the Zealots sit here for the expansion over here. He's got that going. And now he's going to be way behind. His army got decimated, and there's nothing he can do about it now. His opponent has a gradually bigger army than you. And now you're trying to get Colossus, and he's got... they're both equal on the upgrades, minus the blink.
Systems failing.
No, he's... yeah, this is it. He's dead. There's just no way to come back from that. Had he been in a better position to attack, I think he would have been okay. Yeah. And that, okay. A lot of key weird mistakes happened. That should not have. His observer followed. So if we go back to right before the blink happens. So if we go right back before the blink happens. And we just keep it on everyone tab. And take off this. And then we're going to watch this observer. Back up. Back up. So here comes this observer. Had he been following the observer, he would have seen this. He would have seen it. Had he just looked at his mini map. Because right here, he could have had his army positioned right here. Waited for the blink up, because then the cooldown would be ridiculous. And then all of a sudden, this gets shut down pretty hard. There, and you put a force field right about here. And another one probably right here. And that shuts down the rest of his blink opportunities. Force field here, here, and here. He's not going to be able to blink back. So, and this would be a doomed way to do this. Another key error is the fact that these stalkers, for some reason, are blink microing backwards. And then right here. Oops. The stalker didn't kill maybe. So, let's see. We'll play that. Slow it down. There's the observer. One probe down. You actually just set your probes to a slaughter by doing this. There's just no reason for you to actually move your probes. You're actually just feeding him probes as he goes down. As your army comes up, that'll help calm that, but you just, in a panic, clicked all your probes. And then, instead of keying them here on a mineral patch, you keyed them here for some reason. This way they fly through through all your army and don't have to sit here. They could still be mining, you could still be gaining income. But you could have just left them here. You would have probably lost 4 or 5 probes, and a good chunk of them would have been gas. But you could repair that and shut this down. But your observer actually saw all this, and you should have been able to shut that down by following them zip. And then here's that. There's some blink micro there. Yeah, see? Again, you could have been able to shut all this down. I just kind of played it here and then pushed them here. What he loses in units, you lost in mining. So as his income goes up, your income goes down, and you're even on probes. You would have been way ahead had you just not moved your probes. You would have been behind in gas for a little bit, but not enough. His expansion is just now going down. Yours is finished. You would have had a very huge lead on him. And that's just a really big error right there. Just moving the probes away. They weren't even killing probes. They killed 2. I think. Killed 2 probes. And realistically, what he killed did not equate to your mining. So you lost a whole bunch of time to get immortals, to get your Colossus tech started. You delayed so much because you're not even mining gas, mining 1 gas, trying to play catch up. And now, so now you gotta really just, so your next attack, if you even bother to, when you even did attack, should be taking down his expansion and pushing him away. And then here's another big thing here. Your observer will notice this. So if you're seeing this game countless times, it's because, look at that, observer parks there, and these probes are barely mining. And you see, and you should see this, but you're not paying attention to where your observer is. You got one there. These gateways, honestly, you can go back here to kind of tighten up here. This should be in front of this, so I switch these 2 around. So that way you have a clear cut way of doing that. So this next attack, boy, you're, so your army's bigger than his, but he's got Colossus with a range already done. So that actually is going to hurt you a lot. Top of that, he's already at 1-1, so alright, stop it there, slow it down. So you pushed him back. He's got a couple of these guys. He doesn't have much. This is all he's got. That's his army. Your army right here. just as it stands, should take out this Nexus. Your goal would be to kill this Nexus, as his goal was to kill your probe line. But he didn't even kill your probe line. You killed your own probe line by not having them mine. So here's this. Your army is vastly superior. Another good weapon right here of stalkers. Another good weapon of stalkers right here. And you got this Nexus. You can easily eliminate this Nexus. So that would put you in a massive lead over your opponent. Nope. You could have sacked your army for taking this out. And that would have given you such a huge advantage, because now he's got to defend himself getting this base back. You could have easily put up another huge batch of units here. Keep building out of this. Look at this, you're floating. You could have kept the mortal production going, because that would have helped you out. Look up. This army right here needs to go back. You should defend. You should not even worry about trying to do a kill. You should defend. Because now you're behind, and it's all because he's got Colossus. So look at that. This would have put him behind. So that's another error. It's not you taking a third as an error. That's fine. You few key mistakes was this should have died. These should not have been pulled. You can lose 4 or 5 probes as long as you're still mining. And you already had this base, and he didn't even know you have this base. Actually, I guarantee he doesn't know you have it. See? Look at that. He doesn't know you have it. He knows, he has to know now. Again, this is a waste of time. You're gonna lose this army. Even without knowing by knowing what his comp will be, your army stands 0 chance in general. There's just no way you can fight this. Yeah, you literally just sacked your army doing that, and now you're trying to attack. So yeah, your third wasn't your issue. It was the small key errors that you didn't notice. Like this here should have been shut down. That blink play should have easily been shut down, especially because you had a robo. And that's a really great guess on finding this little patch here. So, but
Base is under attack.
he lost a few stalkers, but those stalkers paid for themselves because you didn't mine for a good chunk of time. And now this is it. You're just dead. So a lot of this was major errors, and these are just things that should not have happened. You pulled your probes from mining because stalkers came and basically want to kill this pylon, and then decided to move in. Your army was already heading up, so you could have just kept mining. If it got to the point where you were losing a lot of probes, which you weren't, because he would have automatically been trying to target fire your, because he was trying to work on it. Looked like he's trying to do blink micro back. So that was a huge thing. Not noticing this when he came through was a huge thing. You attacking this, actually you had the advantage attacking. You took out a lot of his army. Even though he had superior upgrades, you had superior numbers. And your follow-up to this was to not kill this, was to keep attacking his army. Your weapons, you do need to work on that, was to pump in more stalkers. You had stalkers here, highlight them, have them move to X location, so they're automatically en route once they warp in. So if you killed this, you would have been in such a huge advantage, because yours was already built. He doesn't know that, and you're taking your third, which would have given you a huge advantage, because now he's got to defend or he's got to go all in. So he's got two choices, and that's it. And if you actually tacked up while this was happening, plus getting your upgrades, plus getting your Twilight with Blinker Charge, and then either DTs or High Templar Tech, you could have possibly won this game. And there's just huge mistakes that cost you. Not noticing the blink stalkers when your observer went over this path was a big one. Taking these guys and moving them down here was a huge one, because that cost your mining. And he didn't even kill more than 2 probes going in there. You would have lost 4 or 5, maybe 6. I would say you probably lose your gas and a couple of these guys. So losing 8 workers, but you had this going for you. He didn't even have this, and that cost you. And then and then another thing that cost you was that you had this observer chilling here, and he didn't even notice this. You noticed the Colossus as it was finished wandering by, because you actually had vision of that. You actually had vision of him wandering by. You didn't even see this. So I don't know really what else to tell you. Those are just some huge errors that cost you the game. So the blink could have been shut down pretty well. Had you even used the photon overcharge immediately as they came in, would have helped out. Because then they would have been attacking the Nexus automatically. So you already had your mother. Did you have your mothership already? Before the stalkers came in? Okay, let's see if your stalkers, if your mothership core was actually on the field at the time. I think it was. So there's your observer. Yeah, you had a mothership core. Was it ready? Yes, it was. Oh, look at that. Right over. And they even follow the observer, because they see invisible movement. Oh my gosh. There's the blink. And there's the attack. There's another observer. 1 dead probe, 2 dead probes, and that's it. Your mothership core needed to be up here with your army anyways. This is, for some reason, you're just not mining at all. Again, this is, you preemptively pull probes for no reason. You lost 2. By the time your army got up there, you would have lost 3. So that's kind of annoying to see that. So, well, I don't think I can go any more detail, minus the fact that your opponent's mining time is a lot longer than yours. So, hopefully you all enjoyed and have a good day. Bye.